Gotcha, okay. This run in particular may not beat it 12 hours and 8 minutes, but I do know that I probably could beat that. Not to be like cocky or anything, but I'm pretty sure that I might be able to beat that. Now that's not, you know, watching their run yet. I may have to look at it to see just a, you know, a few particular things to see if, you know, something that I've done that they've not, and or maybe they just did a bunch of stealth missions instead of going loud. Because that could be the other thing, you know, the flip side to it. Maybe they ran a bunch of stealth missions, unlike, you know, me going loud in a couple. Like something like this is a time loss, and you know, the loud version of the mission, while in the stealth version of the mission, you wouldn't really lose time, you know, in this standpoint. You are kidding me. Getting time loss once again. Speaking of which, getting time loss 101. That's how you get it. So drill skills in this mission, useless. I should have never even have brought them. But what else would I have brought? I shouldn't have put that kit down because there's a med bag in that room, but it's alright. Curb stomped by a cloaker. No, that's like fucking game bullshit down news what that was. It pulls you to him so that he can insta down you. And it doesn't matter if you actually dodge the cloaker, he's gonna down your ass. So there's actually about 4 players that have ran this, to my knowledge, then now. I'll have to see that 12 hours and 8 minute run at some point. Yeah, I don't believe that I'm gonna finish this in 7 minutes. Which is a street full of cloakers? Nice, dude. That's a real thing that you can do in your game. You can turn the modifier on for, like, you know, have it spawn in a bunch of shit like that. See, because my initial goal was just complete it in at least 12 hours and 48 minutes. Mutators, exactly. I have this heist in 7 minutes, so I don't know about that. I still have to go to the POC. I still have to hack 3 hacks inside the POC. Like, I still have the power being disabled on me. Like, I don't know about 7 minutes. Oh, I mean, I know I can already. I mean, for instance, for No Mercy I could save time. On the level 50 level up I can save time. There's so many instances of, you know, maps that I can save time on. All those silver splits like Clown's Death and Tax Returns, like I could save time there because that's a silver split. Anything that's not gold, now all these new ones that are gold are only gold because this is my very first time running them. Any other, you know, my last speed run was not ran at a, you know, past 9 hours. So once we run this in the future, you know, practice it and refine some of the strategies. Oh yeah, this will easily be a, you know, 12-hour run probably. This is just one of the very first actual completions. Because I've done, my very first run was a 9-hour run, which was most of the, you know, missions. This is my second one. This is the actual last mission. And this one's sitting at 12 hours currently. Past 12 hours. See, my goal still is only 12 hours 48. Now, my next time I play this may be 12 hours and 8. That may be my next time. 12 hours and 8 minutes. Just because that seems like a reasonable time that I might be able to actually beat. Now, through load times and, you know, through exiting the mission fast, like just through refining specific strategies, I should be able to, you know, save the time. Like, this is definitely wasting time, having this power get shut off left and right. Now, if I were to do this again in like a stealth approach, that may not be the issue anymore. The issue would be like having to get past guards. I don't know if that's unlocked through the. No, I think it's maybe the end is unlocked through that, like the credits. Maybe I don't know. I just know that the actual secret plays something else too. The secret definitely plays something.
That takes care of the safe. Now you can open it up. Pick up the key card so we can get to the next according to what I've learned.
I think it's funny that the dozers say who has a machine gun, who, and it's like you're literally a shotgun dozer. Why are you speaking like you've got an LMG?
What are they doing?
Like that's just something goofy with this new update. Just something that I'm going to point out as well. It's just completely brain dead, and the developers have no idea that it's probably in the game like that. They just gave every dozer that voice line. Yep, dozers, not dozers, tasers can auto reload. Oh, holy shit, dude! Holy fuck! Wow, that was such good RNG. Now we've got to wait on our AI. RNG Pog, dude. Dude, Houston Wolf, come, please. Dude, this is where all the time just now gets wasted. Because now we've got to wait on our stupid ass AI. Because in theory, if you're sitting here searching through all these books, your AI is still running to you. That was such good RNG, but please, AI, please hurry. Like, I don't even think they have a path from all the way over here into here. That's why I had to step out. Boo-hoo, yeah, I know. I wasted all that time that I thought I had.
Hey, Wolf, follow me. Hey, Houston, come on. Hey, Houston, come with me. Move it.
Now it finally starts the closing process.
With any luck, the Murkies won't worry. This tunnel's said to be able to withstand a couple of nukes.
A couple of nukes. Everyone calls the last one. Slight bit faster than letting the whole door come down.
Keep going down.
Oh, that's a lot of hardware. Have a look at the vault. I know this vault type. Can't just crack it.
Come on, let's open the fucking door.
Help me hack into the mainframe computer. Maybe I can take care of the vault from there. Dear friend, I've got access, but it will take a bit of time for me to get through. Stay vigilant in case the Murky Dunkle decide to fiddle with the computer.
Bastard, dude. This is what's gonna suck about this right here. You know the government? What does that even mean? Like, what are you even saying, player? Like, what does that even mean, dude? The government of Payday 2 used LXIX. What does that even mean? Just because of the setup of the PC? Oh, okay. Well, is LXIX the software is what you meant? The OS? Like, really? Just break, bitch. Fuck you, Payday 2, you piece of junk. It'd be nice if the AI, you know, helped each other, but they don't. Do 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 do.
Eddie, I was almost so worried my mustache fell off. We're not done yet, friend.
My mustache fell off. Thought that was Murky OS. The Murky Water OS. This is how I play on my keyboard. This is how Overkill coded Payday 2. By the way, this is an actual reenactment of how Payday coded Payday 2. They just smash their hand into the keyboard over and over and over and over, and then they're like, the game's done. You think I'm doing it better? I used to tell people that they used to smack a keyboard with a spaghetti noodle over and over, and then that's how they finished their game. That people always got a kick out of that one. It's like they just smack a wet spaghetti noodle over and over on the keyboard, and then that's how they ended up finishing the game. When you lost your pro job. Oh, wait. Hello? What is that damage? The new how-to basic? Basic what? Katrina? Bimba himself? What does that even mean? Oh man, out here talking about theories and conspiracy theories, and I'm out here like, what does that even mean? Oh, this is not good, guys. This is actually not good. Yeah, this is not good, guys. I can save time actually by pulling my pistol. Dude! They fucking punched me. They fucking punched me. And then it's instant, all your life's gone, then you insta die. Thanks, Payday. That's truly how the game works. Get punched and all your life disappears.
Here we go, dear friends. Ready for this, guys?
Well, one, I'm in the Piak. Everything disappears from the Piak when you leave the Piak. I was about to leave the Piak. Wasn't intending to grab a Joker and then wait in the Piak. And then as soon as I leave the Piak, that shit disappears. Like, I wasn't intending to sit there and wait for my Joker. Like, no, sorry. I wasn't doing that. I was attempting to just get out of the mission. But obviously, that's not how Payday plays. Obviously, Payday's just gonna fuck you over. Make you get insta-punched and all your life disappear. So, Andrew, have a great night.
Not surprising.
Well, we fucked this one. There's no reason to even complete it, honestly.
To the West Wing. That's where the Oval Office is. It's one of
I mean, if I would have grabbed a Joker, it still would not have really have mattered. I still would have had... It would have despawned as soon as I left the Piak. Which, leaving the Piak definitely would have been the, you know, the objective. I don't even know what the colors were. I just looked at them. I have no idea. No idea. Cool. Now we lose all our stealth. Don't think that was the color either, but I don't know. This heist despawns people. So when you're at this part of the level, nothing is spawned in at the Piak. When you go to the Piak, nothing is spawned in at this part of the map. When you go to the Piak, everything spawns at the Peoc. When you come to this part, nothing spawns at the Peoc, everything gets despawned. That's how Payday does most maps. It despawns things in areas, and then when you switch areas, it changes to, you know, a different spawn. Yeah, I mean, like, either way, like, I had to leave that spot. Like, I wasn't sticking around waiting for a hostage, you know, trade inside of the Peoc. Like, I was just grabbing the gear and leaving. If I would have grabbed a Joker to trade myself, which, yeah, could have been the idea there, but it would have just been a time waste either way. You know, dying's a time waste. Getting in the custody's a time waste. Waiting for the AI to trade me was a time waste. Like, it was all just a time waste in the end. It was just a matter of, you know, getting punched and all my life disappearing. Being the way that you die versus, you know, getting shot. Because I was within, like, what, 2 interactions from leaving the, you know, Peoc. Literally had, you know, every piece of paper pretty much. So, like, I would have been leaving the Peoc. There would have been no reason for me to be sticking around. Like, I don't even want to finish the run at this point. Like, this is already, I've lost all the energy right there. Like, Beneath the Mountain does that when you get into the first airlock, for example. When you get into the very first airlock, everything despawns. And that means Jokers despawn. That was sad, I know. That's why I don't even want to complete the mission anymore. Like, I sat here and had this long-ass run and all these mistakes. But then that, you know, that to happen. Just insta-die, get punched, you die immediately. Thanks, Payday 2. And that's just the bullshit from Payday 2. That's not, you know, anything I could have done. Yes, I could have grabbed a Joker, but then what? Risk it, you know, being taken as I'm in jail for 2 minutes straight. Since the AI don't really cover it, they just kind of shoot and kill it. Like, in theory, this should have already been done. I could have finished the whole speedrun, you know, faster. But then again, this just makes any other time that I run this means I can get gold splits. So it'll create the illusion that I'm doing really good when in reality I just did really shitty on my first run. That's just speedrunning in general though, getting fucked over. Losing all your time in a 12-hour run just because of the last mission wants to fuck you over. Like a saw would save me time here, trip mines, like all that shit I usually was bringing earlier.
Looks like they've upped the security. Got to find a way to get the shutters open without making a mess of the Oval Office.
Got it.
I can't get supplies to you. They would just get suspicious and shoot. Okay. Now use the
Yeah, it's always at the worst times too. Like, it wasn't even like I did anything different. I had literally full life. Was in like the last 2 interactions, and then I instantly get punched. All my life disappears, and then as I'm trying to, you know, move out of that spot, try to put down a first aid kit, you just die. Like, it's truly amazing how Payday works. Like, none of that happened previous to any of that, but then as soon as I'm about to be finished, instantly all my life disappears. Yeah, I mean, then again, like, even waiting for the 2 minutes for the hostage to even trade me, like, I've already failed. Like, what heist was it earlier? I already had to do that. I had to restart a heist earlier because I went into custody waiting on my Jokers. That's what it was. It was election day, the bank, day 2, because I accidentally clicked the wrong van. When I died, we had 4 Jokers, or 4 hostages. I went AFK and came back and we lost a fucking mission. It's like, dude, like, they literally, it doesn't make sense. The game does anything in its power to make the run not be good. Like, literally, that's how my speedrun went for Hoxton Breakout day 1. It literally would be, you know, fucking me over to the point of you don't even want to run it no more. Yeah, I do. I know, but that's the thing, and I know it does in Hoxton Breakout because Hoxton, let me explain it to you real quick. Hoxton will run a very specific speed And that speed, he will jump in. I have it written down in a notebook somewhere. I can't give you the exact numbers, but he'll get into the van at 42 seconds, like the truck, if there's guaranteed to be a police car and or a SWAT van. And that is 100% consistency. If he gets in slower than 42 seconds, you don't have a police car, you don't have a SWAT turret. Especially on the speedrun that I was running, and you know, overkill, high crime spree, Hoxton Breakout Day 1 speedrun. In that one in very particular, if Hoxton was ever in the truck faster than 42 seconds, he was always guaranteed to be a drill and or a second police car. Now, on the flip side, anytime it was, you know, slower than 42 seconds, I was always good. All the objectives were gravy, they were super easy, but the only time that you could achieve was a 625 through a 619. Now, in my mind, if I was able to get Hoxton to be that fast without a cop car spawning in and or a drill spawning in, I was able to beat that time. But every time that he would do that, and it would seem like, oh, you know, he's really fast this time, he's really fast, well, you know, either it's going to be a car or something goofy, and then it would, you know, it'd always pop up. It'd always, you know, be there every single time. There would be the one police car at the beginning, and then there would always be a second one, or there would always be, you know, a turret. On Hoxton Breakout, when, you know, you can tell how fast Hoxton is, honestly. By how fast he moves is how you can tell that something has spawned in. You know, it's more specific, like a SWAT van and or, you know, a police car, which are the ones that take more time in the speedrun. A police car takes exactly 10 seconds to move and to interact with. So, you know, with those numbers, you know, moving a police car twice, because you have to move it that first time regardless. So it all, you know, automatically takes away 10 seconds. The next police car that pops up, you don't have to, you know, lose time on that 10 seconds. You, in theory, could just have that shit be done. But sadly, you know, it's just something that plays into factor. I know the game, it's coded specifically like that. Like, if something specific is on the map, like in Hoxton Breakout, you know, for example, Hoxton will move at a certain speed, like coming out of there. Like, he'll run really fast if you shoot him. Like, you can edit his speed by shooting him. Same thing with Locke on, you know, Beneath the Mountain. You can shoot him and make him go faster, but, like, for example, Hoxton is, like, very specific. If there's a drill and or a police car, he will be extremely fast getting into the, you know, truck. If there is never, you know, a police car present and or a truck, he will always take longer to get into the car. And I don't know why, you know, that is coded in that manner, but it is definitely coded in that manner. Well, the only thing I can say about this run is next time I run it, I can definitely save time and make improvement. But what I know in my mind is it's not really improvement if the game just fucked me over. It's not really anything I can improve on if it was the game screwing me over. But in most players' eyes, you know, there's still room for improvement, because look at the splits, look at the time, you know, things like that, different strategies. Maybe I won't have to restart the mission next time. Like, there's a bunch of shit that plays into it. And something that's really RNG based like dodge is kind of risky running in, you know, in a speed run, but in the same sense it's not if you know how to play dodge. I feel I know how to play dodge, so I'm not really risking myself in playing the dodge spurt.
Hurry and get the drill working again. The drill has been shut down. Get it working again.
Bam.
That takes care of the safe. Now you can open it, pick up the key card, so we can get to the next. According to what I've learned, the
You're done, basically. I mean, we was, but then we just lost because we're fucking stupid, I guess. In the game's eyes, we're just bad. But in reality, the game just completely fucking screwed me over, so I had to restart the mission. But I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll have to restart the mission again once I get down here.
See if you can find a clue to where the entrance is. They wouldn't make it obvious.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have to restart the mission and fail again.
To be the one. There we go. Just like in the movies. Get inside the airlock. Quickly.
Gotta wait on these AI again. That sucks. Because their paths are terrible.
Hey, Sydney, come along now. Sydney, come with me. Move it.
I like how Payday 2 community stayed playing it after 6-7 years. Is because the game has enough content to allow you to keep playing it for that an extended period of time. Unlike Payday the Heist, for example, which had very limited content, and you didn't, have a chance to even play for that long. Because one, you've got fucking a handful of heists, a handful of weapons. Well, what do you expect players to do after they've played, a couple hundred hours in the game? Nothing. Just play the same stuff. Like, I know that's what most, Payday players do, is just the same things, but there's so many different things in Payday 2. Exactly, there's so many ways to play it. You can play a perk deck, in numerous amounts of ways. Multiple ways, one perk. You could play one perk multiple ways. So for instance, if you want to play, Stoic Frenzy, then Stoic Hostage Taker, and then Stoic ICTB, like, you can play all that stuff. It's so versatile. You're not locked to playing it just one way.
Help me hack into the mainframe computer.
Like, fully capable of making it, multiple ways. Stoic, burglar, whatever the case is.
I've got access, but it will take a bit of
Like, burglar frenzy might not even be too bad. You've got good armor regen when standing still. You don't get targeted as much. You've got fucking damage reduction on, frenzy. Your ICTB would regen really fast with that, stand still ability. So it all play together basically for your armor regen. But then again, you can play rogue, or not burglar, and like, a suit, and then play it with more passive dodge instead. Like, there's so many ways you could play it. You still 4 or 5 perks you never touched. Exactly. I remember at one point when I started streaming, I didn't even play all the perk decks, and then like after some more experience in streaming, I've definitely have played all the perks, and I've continued to play random builds and shit, because I feel when I watch streams of like people that I used to watch and shit, like I got sick of watching just the shotgun meta. I hate watching it, I hate playing it. Like, I don't want to sit there and just every time I tune into the stream just see shotgun meta every single time, like, you know what I mean? And then the same thing goes for in my own stream. Like, I personally don't want to sit there and, play shotgun meta the whole time. And I'm sure people wouldn't enjoy me sitting there playing the same build and, gun every single time. I personally don't like it. So, I mean, I would assume other people wouldn't. But, I mean, I don't know. Cardi, I do appreciate it. Thank you for being here, my dude. Like, I know a player that has like thousands and thousands of hours that like literally will just use the Asma shotgun still. Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't see how you could stream that for, that amount of hours. I don't see how you could play, with that, same build for that amount of hours. But in the same sense, like, I do that in Crime Spree, for example. I'll use the, shotgun meta in Crime Spree, but that's not to kill things. It's more for the stun method. And it's only because shotguns are like really, inferior to the other classes that have, a stun ability. Shotguns have the range factor that the other ones don't have. You have a lot of range with the shotgun fire versus like flamethrower. Or versus something like poison. Poison actually has a lot of range. But something like fire does too. And you don't have to angle it like you would have to with poison. Oh yeah, you just used Disma just a week ago? See, most players, that has been the meta for the game for years and years and years. most players, that's all they've used in all their gameplay and thousands of hours would be something like the ISMA. And have, like, you know, robbed a cop twice on their ISMA. Like, there's shit like that I've seen. And then there's people that have, you know, used the ISMA in like half the hours and, you know, of that player, but has, you know, roughly the amount of kills. Like that, you know, there's just some things that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how would you use a perk that much, not a perk, a weapon that much without getting bored, or, you know, at least changing it up or something. But then again, it's something that other players do and not me. You're very new to Payday 2. It's very different. Watch you. Oh, really? I mean, I'm more of an experienced player, so everything that you see me do isn't something that you'll see most players do. Like, I will play things that aren't really meta and think of other ways to do things because Payday 2 has other options instead of just doing the one way that everybody else does. Like, that's why I like playing the game the way I play it, that there's so many other options to the game. Like, for instance, most players, like as we were saying, may run around with shotguns and, like, you know, stuff in death sentence. While me, on the other hand, I probably won't be touching, you know, shotguns and death sentence. While most players may be running, like, always anarchist, always, like, stoic or whatever in death sentence, those may be, like, something that I switch to here and there, just for, like, you know, to carry a mission or something. Not something that I'm gonna be bringing on, like, every single mission, every single time, sort of thing. But then again, there was a point in time in my, you know, what do you mean I'm instantly down with half HP? If I put a bipod on this, it would be so much easier to hit that with my LMG. Dude, this LMG is literally killing. The akimbo shotguns, the Grims, have always been meta, and they'll probably stay in the meta just because of how spammy they are. You can spam like crazy. Look, dude, like, this is how the speedrun ends again. See, like, this is literally how it ends again. If he doesn't heal me or anything, it's over. See? This is literally how the speedrun ends. Because of one turret. One single turret that I can't shoot because everything keeps happening during the time of me trying to destroy the turret. Constant AI being down, constantly having to fucking fix the power box, like a bunch of annoying shit that constantly keeps happening. That's what you literally have to deal with in this speedrun. Literally a bunch of fucking nonsense. And now I'm gonna sit here and do it again just to fucking complete it. Just to complete this stupid ass, you know, fucking White House. I've got to sit here and do it again. Spend another like 20 fucking minutes in the mission for another fail, probably. Like, that's, I knew it. As soon as I seen all my AI die, I fucking knew it. That it was impossible for me to do anything at that point. It was GG. Like, that's literally how this game plays. Going to fuck me over right at the end of each, you know, each time. Like, if I fail this one, I'm not completing it. I'm just gonna alt F4 and get off. I fail this like literally one more time. Cause like I'm tired of it. Like that is literally the most bullshit I've ever seen. Nowhere else. I just want to point something out real quick. Nowhere else in this run has my AI ever just like fell over and died so easily like that. Besides, of course, here on the White House. Of course, on the last mission. Nowhere else in this run has that even happened. Has my AI died, you know, extremely easy. Only during the White House is that present. Because the game just wants you to fail. And then, like, what is this RNG? Where the fuck is all the boxes? Like, seriously. Yeah, but see, it's not even, it's literally, this is the thing that makes me mad about it, is Payday, the only reason I failed any of this, and the only reason I've done any of this, you know, and missed any of this, is because of Payday. Not because of the player. Literally because of Payday. Payday is going to make you lose. Like, that's literally what, you know, happened both times. Regardless of what I could have done, you lose. That's it. That's what Payday is, and that's what Payday has always been. That's what Payday will continue to be. It'll just make you lose. Cause like, it's not even being about the patience. Like, I know in my mind that I could have easily have beaten this speed run under 12 hours because of what I've already seen. And through the, you know, shit that I messed up earlier, I already know for a fact that I could easily get under 12 hours. But what makes me really mad is that the game continues to sit here and make me, you know, restart the mission and fuck up because of Payday. It's not because of the player. Literally because of the fucking game. It just sits here and wants to make you just keep fucking restarting. And then these hacks though, like, really. You finally got it all set up. Well, if you run it, don't make the mistakes I did, man. Because you'll be fucking mad, I'll tell you that. It's sitting here for, you know, however long I've spent, and then failing and continuing to fail and keep failing. Like, it feels terrible. Speedrun, uh-oh. Beacra, thank you so much for your subscription, my dude. We are mega salt right now because this game has literally screwed me over on this mission 3 times. Or twice, I don't even know at this point. Yo, Beacra, thank you so much for that sub though, I do appreciate it.
We've got to get that key card, so move into the Oval Office ASAP.
I like this LMG. This is the non-DLC LMG. Yeah, so basically we've lost a lot of time through a handful of missions. When we rerun this, I can easily beat this under 12 hours because when we first started the White House, it was like 11:50 something. So like we could easily save time way before the White House, and then when we make it to the White House, we'll be able to, you know, pass it before 12 hours. I'm pretty sure, not in this run obviously, but if I'm able to refine the strategies the next time I run this, I can easily get it under a, you know, a 12-hour run. Now currently I've spent like 30-40 minutes just on White House alone because the game has screwed me over so many times already. But that doesn't, you know, count the level 50 tier, like when I was trying to get to level 50, all the mess ups. It doesn't count election day that I messed up on and had to restart. That doesn't count, like, you know, some of the other missions that I may have messed up on. So next time that I run this, hopefully we can, you know, get some better strategies implied or something. Oh, I didn't see. There it is. Yeah, you don't have DLCs? This is a perfect one, then I would agree. If you don't have DLCs, then this is definitely a perfect LMG for you. This one is the KSP 58, I think. The only real issues that you'll have with this gun is like recoil. It's got a bit of recoil. Now it may not look like it the way that I control the recoil, but it does have a bit of recoil. Like if I was just to hold click and like shoot, which I'll do right here for you and demonstrate. If I'm just click shoot, this is the recoil. It's just dragging to the right and then up, and then it stops right there. So right here, after I've shot that many, I can just sit here and hold it down and then just keep spraying. There's no recoil anymore. That's just, you know, tips from, you know, a kind of an experienced player. Are you playing on PC, Player Next? I think they said they played on PS4 if I'm not, or Xbox maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you do play on PC? Well, then somebody else earlier was saying that they said they played on Xbox. No, I seen him, but I had to pull out my LMG again. I have some DLC codes. Oh, nice. You got extra DLCs? Yo, B-Cross the man. With the family share, hold on. With the family share, yeah, it does share your DLCs, it does, but if you join people's names, it will say that you're cheating with the DLCs. Now, on the flip side of that, if you buy the game for $1 like I did, and let's say your old account was family shared, anything that was family shared is gone. So game is gone, you know, DLC is gone, all that shit is gone. Because the family shared was giving me everything that my other account had, meaning all the DLCs, everything. But when you would join someone else's, you know, map or, you know, lobby, it would say you're cheating with DLCs because that account actually doesn't own them. Which you're not actually cheating. It's just that account doesn't actually own the DLC, and then that's true. The game is marking you as a cheater because it says you don't own those. In that part, it's true. You don't own those on that account, but on your main account, those are yours. You know what I mean? Like that's how Payday 2 sees it, and that's how Payday 2, you know, reacts to it in the sense of marking you as a cheater. So when you would join someone else's lobby and they would kick you for, you know, your DLC or whatever, it's all because it's not seen in that account, but it is something that you own. DLCs look like, yeah, exactly. Even if you didn't have mods, people would mistake it for you cheating. I see. I got another copy when the game was worth $1 just recently, the other, you know, week or whatever. I got it for $1 so that I could do, you know, strat running with it. Like I could have this, you know, this profile join my main profile so that we can, you know, test builds, you know, in the same lobby, since mostly people don't join me, so I can just, you know, do it myself with two PCs at once. Kicking myself in the ass. See, if you would have bought it, you wouldn't have the DLC though. But now if you do spend money on it currently to get, you know, all DLC and, you know, the whole game, then maybe it may be more. I would just wait for the sale, honestly. The only reason I would really see it being logical to buy another copy is if you're trying, if you're trying to do something like strat run, for example, with, you know, builds. See how two builds would work together and how certain skills work in, you know, coordination with, you know, other things, for example, like how crew chief would work with a specific build, and then on the flip side how, you know, this build stacks up absorption with, you know, maniac and tag team, like, you know what I'm saying, like different shit like that, being able to test things that you wouldn't be able to without a second teammate. But since I've got, you know, 2 accounts, I can just do it like that, have the one account join the other account. Good combo. I mean, for example, I've done that on, well, I'm not going to say I've done it on the specific game, but I've done it on another game to level up, you know, played both accounts at the exact same time in the same game. But I'm not going to specify the game. Motherfucker. I've got armor on, that's why I'm not making that run each time. I've got a heavy ballistic vest on. On my country, the price is still very high, which with sales, oh damn, really? Also, these books are like 4K textured.
Jeez, come on.
Hello, now, move into that. How you get to the Peok, friend?
That's how you get to the Peok.
Get inside.
Houston, you piece of junk.
Come on. It's a fucking bulldozer. Houston, follow me. Quickly.
They don't have a path when I'm in here, so you have to like go towards them and then make them have a path, and then you got to come back over this way. How does the guards not notice all the books on the ground? Right. See, what gets me is I've had to restart this now so many times. So the what I was going for was 12 hours and 48 minutes is literally what we're not gonna beat now, because we've literally had to restart so many times. And look, this is totally a time waste. Sitting here and waiting for these brain dead, broken path AI. This is 100% wasting time.
Hey, Houston, come with me. Move it.
Oh yeah, still PB, because it'll be my very first run.
Houston, come
And then once again, anytime in the future when I rerun this, I will have, you know, something to model the run from. Ah, bitch.
Ah, plenty. Chop murky soldiers. Hope they don't follow.
I'm pretty sure that you can jump on top of this, and then if you can get inside there a little bit faster. But, I mean, hey, I just did a bunch of jumping, that was it.
down, down.
I hope these turrets spawn in fast instead of making me fail right at the end.
You've seen this vault type before, not too long ago. Some nitrogen was cracking, but we'll have to get in
Come on,
some
let's
other way.
open the fucking door.
I'll need to be patched into the mainframe so I can hack the system. Okay, I'm in. Give me a little time.
Houston, come on. I got it.
I shout for Houston, look at his path. Instead of coming straight to me from this staircase, he's gonna do a big fucking loop and then just not even come to me.
Follow me. Quickly.
Still not come to me.
Yo, Houston. Come on. Start retreating. Okay.
It's broken. The AI paths are ridiculous.
Got that done well. We haven't seen the last of it.
Strategy for stealth? I mean, debatable. Most stealth missions are follow the same process each time that you do it. Not saying every, but most are going to be follow the same process each time.
Bulldozer, eliminated.
Which to me, making, you know, different strategies is really rough in stealth specifically, because you don't really have very many options for strategies. Most things are locked to, you know, a very specific way of completing the mission, then that's it. But then again, with teammates, you can really get things done efficiently with different strategies, like piling people in different areas to get different, you know, objectives done. That can be, you know, really fun having teammates, you know, do something like that. But actual strategies in stealth don't really, there's not very many. It's a handful, and then after that, there's not really many. You can't really create too many more either. Just because of how the game mode works, there's not really that much. Like, hello, Payday 2, let me put my bipod down. Look, and then it makes you put it down to like where you can't even reach. Of course, now I'm out of fucking ammo, dude. Like, this literally is the game trolling on purpose. It's literally the game making you lose. Look. Look how many fucking cops have spawned in, and then look how much damage I'm all of a sudden going to take. And then look, after I heal myself, I'm instantly gonna get down from a cloaker that came from nowhere. Like, truly, just keep making it everything I say come possible. Like, Payday, just keep doing it. Like, just keep showing the bullshit. And then people wonder why I give this game a bad rating.
Trying to auto-update. Stop it, friend.
No, see, like, that'd have been some bullshit once again. He literally came from nowhere, made no sound previous to that, and then he's just there. Same thing that played out the first time. We get a bulldozer to walk in here. He's gonna punch me. All my life's gonna disappear, and then GG. Got lucky. Major salt at the end of this. Like, Payday 2 forced it to be salty. Like, having to restart something multiple times because of the game, not because of the player. Like, that shit really makes me mad.
Whoa, come along now.
And then this right here, wasting all my time waiting on the fucking AI teammates.
Police are treated.
Guys, doesn't buy the Vitblitz. Time is running out, friends. Let's get moving again, yeah?
So all the time that I thought I saved, God. Ugh. All the time during this whole stream and during this whole run that I thought, you know, I thought I was saving. Nope. It's been a lie.
You've got to go and deactivate them.
All that has been lost. And everything leading up to the White House and all the way back at Diamond Store. All the way back at when I had to reach level 50, basically, is where everything has went downhill. Where we lost most of our time as well. These are like 4K textured, by the way. These are taken straight out of the the Walking Dead game. These Humvees are straight out of the Walking Dead game. And then I get flashed by some bullshit. I love it. Payday 2, thank you.
Disable those AA guns, friend.
Come on, Dark. I know, that's what I'm saying. I've got this. No, I've already lost all the time. I was intending to get a 1248. Well, that's already gone. And then look how far away this taser is. I just want to point it out. Look how far away this taser is. In game, I have to step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 in-game steps, and he's tasing me from all the way over here. How much meters is that in game? Like 20, 15? Like that's insane. It's truly amazing how the game does me. $17 meters in game. I wouldn't believe it. Like that's truly amazing. Tasing me from fucking all the way across. Dude, he would have tased me. He's gonna tase me. Look, he can easily hit me from that distance. Like that's insane, dude. A heist to remember. Like this is the thing. Like should I be proud of this? Like a 13-hour run. That's really not impressive. There it is. GG's. Wow. Air. Truly amazing. Thank you, Payday. Yep, under 13, 1255 flat. Nice one. Damn. I don't know. For instance, the next time that we do get to run this, you edited your video 13 hours ago, because oh my god, that must be the number then. What video did you make actually? Was the shotgun video? Error, yeah, right, error. Isn't that going? Yo, B-Craw, thank you so much for stopping in, by the way. Sorry, it was real salty when you joined in. You gotta understand. I just went through one of the longest speedruns in this game, and so many times I've been trolled. Like, so many times has it trolled me. But I will say, if we go through these splits real quick, on the basics, we did not get. We got a silver. On a safe haven, we actually got a gold split. On getting ready, we got a gold split. Let's make some money was a normal silver. On midnight heist, we achieved a gold split. Fortune and glory was a silver. Yo, GG, thank you. I do appreciate that, my man. Yo, exactly. Thank you for the 100 bits, my dude. Dice. Nice, B-Cross. Actually, that, Gohan, or Go On. That is the person that I was referring to earlier, you guys. That is the other streamer that I was referring to that has also ran the, this speedrun right here. More people that do it, this will become a category. Yep, that guy right there, that's in a different language. The Go On, who just gave me 100 bits. That is the other streamer that I was referring to earlier. We got some good splits here though. Honest work, I think, is what the level 50 was. That one needs worked on. You're gonna practice some tonight, yo Cameron. I hope you get, you know, some good practice runs in, and maybe a model run as well. Thank you, DJ. I do appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. You guys should check out Go On. Go On. Or Go Iron. Man, I say I'm butchering your name every time. I'm so sorry. He is the one who actually, you know, ran this before me. The person that I watched most previously, you know, run this. It's nice to, you know, see you in here, my man. I do appreciate it. And that leaves you at level 84. Some of the weapons that I used throughout this was just like the Amcar and, you know, the saw, for example. And then I've just have the Shimino. I've been waiting or wanted to speedrun something in the past few months. Never thought of Payday. Yo, Cameron, exactly. Payday 2 is the perfect game. Sicario, yeah. Dude, this whole time I've been running a Sicario 7-9. Like, what do you mean? Been running not even a full perk this whole game. Wow, dude. This would have helped me so much at the end. Truly amazing. Sicario is the one I went with. I know grinders are really good. Grinders a DLC though, so grinders are really good, you know, for these lower difficulties and HP reach in. But in my opinion, I went with Sicario. This ability here, the dodge replenished armor, Muscle for the win. Oh my god. You know how crazy Muscle would be? Now you're thinking about doing the storyline? Dude, if you do the storyline, that'd be amazing. Cameron, oh my god, dude. Thank you so much for gifting Kakalda a sub. I do appreciate